Well, I've heard you use the term soulmate a number of times, but I've never actually asked you just what you mean by soulmate. So maybe this is a good opportunity for you to share some insights into the meaning of that word.
And then I shall ask you the same question.
Oh.
Okay. I think soulmates to me means somebody. So I see soulmates as not just one person. There are many people, many living beings you feel a connection with. There could be plants, there could be animals, there could be humans, and there's, everybody's connected through life. We all are on this planet, so we're all each other's soulmates, really. Life is, let's say, it's the thread that connects everyone. But there are a few people who you feel an instant or a slow. Sometimes it takes time to feel that, to have that realization, and sometimes it's quicker. And sometimes it's both quick, all sorts of duration to find a connection with somebody and enjoy their company, enjoy their mind, enjoy their energy, and without making much of an effort. So yeah, I have a few soulmates. You're one of them, and my mother is one of them. Some friends are a few of them, and some ancient trees, old wise ancient trees, some animals. So that's what I think about soulmates. What do you think about soulmates?
Well, it's interesting to hear you talk, because I'd always connected soulmate with humans rather than animals. But I can, now that you have said something, it occurs to me perhaps an animal could be a soulmate for some people, not necessarily every animal.
And not necessarily everyone.
And not necessarily everyone, of course. But I never thought of a plant as being a soulmate. I guess when I say soulmate, I mean somebody, there's a factor of communication or some kind of mutual exchange of meaning, not necessarily through words, but through feelings.
Yes, or energy.
Or energy is a better word, actually.
Do you remember when we went to India and we had gone to Morni Hills? And there was this area where there were all these monkeys, and we saw this huge ancient peepal tree.
Oh, yeah.
A huge ancient, near a temple, a little temple, an ancient temple. I felt a strong connection with it. Oh. And I think I went and hugged it. Oh. And I just felt I've known this tree for a very long time, and we should share each other's energy. Because it's a living being, I'm a living being. It might not have the power to think and speak like humans do, but I felt a connection,
Yeah. Well, I can't say that I've ever felt a connection at that level with something like a tree or a plant. I've certainly felt myself responding to them in maybe an aesthetic or an emotional way for some reason, but I've never felt any energy passing between myself and them outside of the purely aesthetic.
Yeah. I really recommend sometimes when people are stressed and when they feel sad, or not necessarily even sad, when they feel calm, they want to be calmed down for some reason. If they find a beautiful tree, like you said, there are many plants and trees that you find very beautiful, or you really find them attractive in the way they are, try going to them and hugging them, if it's a tree with a trunk, or just touching their leaves and, just doing this. Because that's something that you already find beautiful, and just by doing that and hugging a tree, sometimes it works miracles, it works wonders. We don't realize this. So that then maybe you could discover a connection with a particular tree that you've been attracted to many times.
Yeah.
To each their own. Some people, as I said, feel instant connection with their soulmates, and some take time to discover it.
Yeah, well, I would think both situations could occur
Yeah.
like that.
So, yeah, you know?
I think it's something that a kind of sensibility that would develop, particularly if you're influenced by someone like you or someone who points out some things. You know, you think, well, I've never connected with a tree in that way before, but if somebody makes a suggestion, well, then you think, oh, well, you know, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have actually without defining it
Yeah.
as a soulmate, because I don't think of the trees as having souls. But then, you know, I was raised in the West, and so that's not a tradition in the same sense that it exists probably in the East. Although
You know,
I certainly know people who connect at a deep level with plants or animals.
soulmates, the word in itself holds so much strength here. Strength is not the right word. Importance is given to it, that people start imagining it to be a magnanimous kind of entity oriented, you know, existence or word. Soulmates doesn't have to be that intense an experience. It could be something that gives you joy. What is your soul? The Eastern philosophies, or whatever you want to call it, I feel that soul is actually your good energy. It's your inner energy. It's your goodness. It's your compassion. It's your love. It's your desire to stay happy. It's your energy, you know. And I feel you can find that in any living being.
You know, I think I'll revise my use of the word, maybe because of thinking about it, but I certainly find some music soul stirring, and so in a sense that fits, or at least is in the vicinity of the idea of soulmate.
Yeah.
And that's probably, I think I connect.
What is a mate? A mate is a friend, a companion that makes you happy. Music could be your soulmate too.
Well, it also implies a not only a connection, but a commitment to something, you know. And so maybe that's that's one aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's somehow a commitment, a mutuality.
Yeah.
But I'm repeating myself now, but I really have up to now really thought of it strictly in terms of a person, another person, although I sort of recently have come to think of it, you know, you can have more than one soulmate. It's not necessarily a spouse.
Yes.
No.
Exactly. That's what I believe.
But if you have a spouse that's a soulmate, that's very lucky. I don't think everybody gets that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's the feeling of when you and a living being, whatever species it is, when you feel at home with them, then you realize that's your soulmate. It's a warm feeling.
Yes, that's true.
And if you develop it more, that friendship between your soulmates, then it's the best possible way to stay de-stressed. So yeah. Are we done?
I guess so.
Are you going to sing a song for us?
I don't think so, no.
Come on, Dad, please.
I don't deliver on demand.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
I don't do that. Thank you. You were...
What?
You were truly considerate. I was searching sort of for the right expression.
Yeah. Okay. End of sermon.